Boom shakalaka, did you not see Bitcoin's price doubling over the past year? In today's episode, we're going to go take a look back a year ago today to see if there were any hints that this was coming. Stay tuned. Boom shakalaka, the most crowded trade, breaking down right before our eyes what it means for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and the next Dogecoin. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video we are talking about the most crowded trade, breaking down how it will affect Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, plus the next Dogecoin, potentially explosive altcoin. Before we get into it, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell, come join us on Twitter at the Crypto Love. Push that like button. Today, fear down to 20. Now, this is somewhat surprising as the fear goes down and the overall market goes up 2%. Bitcoin at 16,704, Ethereum at 1211, BNB at 298, XRP 38 cents, Dogecoin 8 cents, Cardano 31 cents, and Polygon 87 cents. And Bitcoin right now sitting in this descending wedge right here. Generally, these are bullish patterns. We'll have to see if this price floor holds. Right now about $15,300. We also have the 20-day moving average roughly at $17,500 as resistance encountering if the price goes up. Now, as we take a look at the markets today, the small trader put call premium is at the second highest level in history. You've been warned. Taking a look at previous times when it was these high levels, well, these would be local bottoms. Could this also be a local bottom? Particularly if you see here, this has actually changed direction. This could be the beginning of the end. Could this be a local bottom we have seen right here? Because as we take a look, the most crowded trade right now, it's not short China equities, it's not long oil, it's not short EU equities, not long ESG assets, not long T-bills, it is long US dollar. Bullishness on DXY is the most crowded trade at the moment by a long shot. And if we take a look right now, the dollar is showing signs of breaking down. This could cause a large transfer of money as all of these people long the US dollar lose on that bet. So that being said, how does that impact Bitcoin? Well, if we take a look at Bitcoin versus DXY on the macro view, generally they move pretty inverse of each other. As DXY has been going up, Bitcoin has been coming down. Now that DXY is going down, it would make some sense, if they're inverse, that Bitcoin would start going up. But that being said, saying goodbye to the previous all-time high can be like a divorce. Feels like it's going on forever. People are like, when is the pain going to end? I thought the pi cycle bottom back in like July or something, that was going to be the end. Now we have lower lows. What is going on with the price? And it is painful, but if we take a look at the Williams percent range, we are down in bottoming territory. Now, it can't predict the exact bottom. And maybe there's extenuating circumstances, and maybe this is the most expected recession in the history of time, and maybe everybody's right this time that everything is going down. But then again, maybe they're not. There's really no way to tell. If we take a look at the Bitcoin MACD, currently the same situation as the 2015 bottom right here. The inverted end log MACD moves above the zero line that we see right down here. When Bitcoin falls into the support zone, that's created by the upper week of the monthly candle in the previous cycle top, massive bull run has followed. We've set up the same setup that was seen here in 2015 before this massive bull run. You can see the wick fell down into this previous support area. Same thing happened here. Wick fell down in the previous support area, and we have the MACD inverted log, potentially massive bull run to follow. We have Bitcoin repeating itself with a expanding triangle pattern. Very, very similar triangle structures with tops, bottoms, and these swooshes, all potentially leading to Bitcoin price rising up. As a matter of fact, if we take a look at the average true range, which takes a look at Bitcoin in terms of volatility, from low volatility to high volatility, low volatility, so on and so forth. Basically, when we have the ATR falling back to top A levels, we had one cycle here, we have one larger cycle right here. So we had a top off of it there, and then a run, a top, and then a giant second run. Well, we had the top, a run, another top, and then potentially a giant second run if Bitcoin's to repeat itself. Because it has left the rodal ratio. Every time in Bitcoin's history when the rodal ratio left the green zone, which it's done down here, the bull market started and the bottom was in. The rodal ratio has left the green zone again, but Bitcoin's making new lows. Manipulation? Maybe. I think once the final bottom is reached, Bitcoin and crypto will rise heavily. Potentially, very well could. Every time it's left the green zone previously, bull run was already in full swing. Is it already happening? Are we being manipulated? Don't know. But altcoins are looking like they are setting up for something big. Still look positioned for a markup phase in 2023, expectations and narratives aside. If we take a look at the RSI, we have the markup, and then we have a correction and accumulation, and then markup, correction, accumulation. Well, same thing when we take a look at the price. Coincidentally, same areas. We have markup as price goes up dramatically. We have correction as price comes down, RSI comes down. Then accumulation, which is basically sideways while the RSI is gaining a little bit. So then we had markup and again correction. Right now, we have price pretty much going sideways and RSI going upwards, which is a bullish divergence, potentially leading to the next markup phase, which brings us to potentially the next Dogecoin. Like if you wish you would have gotten in a Dogecoin at fractions of a cent, well, we might have the same opportunity in Litecoin. If we take a look at Litecoin, we can see same resistance band right before Dogecoin broke out. We are getting to those same levels where Dogecoin had that breakout. Potentially, could we have Elon Musk supporting Litecoin? I don't know. But Litecoin, not only is that chart similar to Dogecoin, but Litecoin is one of the few cryptocurrencies that is considered an oscillator, not a degenerator. Most cryptocurrencies are degenerators. The price just continues going down. There are a few oscillators that Willy Woo pointed out back in 2019, Dogecoin being one of them, which is why we were talking about it before the price exploded, but also Stellar Lumens and Litecoin. Could Litecoin surprise everybody and take off for a massive run? That I don't know, but it could be interesting. So that's all for today's episode. If you did enjoy it, push that like button. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.